Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to delve straight into the inner child cards and see what we've got coming through for you. I pulled these in advance, so thank you, Most High Divine, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through for my viewers. What can we see for this collective? And the first card that I pulled is the Seeker of Hearts. And here we have a representation of the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. And he's full in his armor. And you can see the little windows, the doorway to his, I want to say to his soul, but to his heart. His heart's missing. And it's up here with the dove, representation of peace, spiritual enlightenment, very symbolic in religion and ancient texts. And it's I say that because the dove is also in one of the other cards that I pulled in the Hansel and Gretel card, leading the way to the house of treats. So I don't know if doves are significant for you, but I'm really getting that this has been a time of great transformation for you. And so, out of experience or perceived need, you have shut off your heart a little bit out of fear of either being hurt again or kind of, I'm hearing stabbed in the back or in the front this time. You're like, I'm hearing your higher self is saying, that's not going to happen again, to let go of the armor and the defense and the self protection, the mechanisms that you've put in place to prevent life from happening really without intending to. You've got this horse, this great stallion, this proud being. This could be a spirit animal with you, but it's about confidence, striving forth on your path now. Yeah, just shedding the armor. You've got your heart here, you've got your spirit guides, you've got this enlightened light force with you. So you don't need to protect yourself, and it's time to put your heart back. And when I was reading the card a moment ago, it was, really about softening, going within and breaking down barriers and boundaries that you put up, obviously out of self-protection. But I also pulled the boundaries card from another deck, the Great Wall of China. And it's like you created this elaborate, this beautiful life for yourself, but maybe you've isolated yourself in the process. And it's time to see the beauty, and that can come obviously on your own. Periods of hermitage are great for reflection and lessons and soul growth. But community is so important for you. And it's getting that with the Hansel and Gretel card as well. It's like walking towards community, to the house, towards creating this life, this Eden that your ideal life that you want to live. And we have the Wolf Spirit card, family. And I don't know if you live near your family or if you've separated some ties in recent times, but it's just knowing that your ancestors are always with you. They are overseeing any family issues you're having right now and trying to guide the situation in light towards a positive outcome for all whilst healing some ancestral trauma that's been stored in the DNA and needs to come up and out at this time. And we have light, the angelic realm. So it's a confirmation that the angels and your guides are working to bring light to your situation at this time. I'm still holding these up because I want to come back to this Tin Man. And this obviously can also be about wearing your heart on your sleeve. You've been maybe too open at times and it might have got you burned. Um, but yeah, red, root chakra, grounding, safety, stability. You're kind of like, you're taking action, you're ready to go, but it's just realizing that when you soften, what's for you will come in, and you don't have to do it all alone in this on this path. You can trust the guidance that you're being given at this time. And yeah, another confirmation that angels are here from a different deck as well. Angelic frequency, you are safe, potent connection. So we have this one also says the angelic realm. I was also getting connections to ancient Egypt and Atlantis and Lemuria. We have Hatha light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. So if you've been processing a lot of heavy, dense emotions right now, which can be the case with the heart as well, it's like working through any old wounds, emotional blockages to get the water flowing, to get the emotions, to get everything running smoothly again. Yeah, with half a light code's light immersion, you're having all these DNA code upgrades, which relates to the ancestral healing I was getting, and just calling back your power. And yeah, like I said, there's something coming through about ancient Egypt and I believe in we got the Hierophant as well for you, which was this card in this deck, the Wizard. And it's obviously referencing wizard and fairy tale, could be like Mickey and the Sorcerer's Apprentice and Fantasia, the Wizard and the Wizard of Oz, false illusions, breaking through under the surface, the magic, could be Merlin. A lot of magic around you at this time, but which is also transformation. And this card was talking about, the Hierophant and the journey, and people in ancient Egypt that witnessed, people like Plato said to have witnessed a Hierophant, a messenger getting codes and messages from Hathor and other deities. So it's another confirmation of that. Either maybe you had past lives in ancient Egypt, or there's something from that era that's wishing to connect with you at this time. I just had a vision of the Ankh, so maybe that's a sign for you. But with that infinity, like the connectivity of everything that's going on, and anchoring as well deep down into the roots of your being at this time, whilst connecting higher spiritually to your soul path and purpose. And here we have the Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. And again, look, this is another representation of the Emerald City, the Wizard of Oz. And so when I was doing the tarot cards, which are my overarching way to get into the narrative of what's going on for you, I was initially getting the Tower, but coming out of this period, this lightning bolt, waking up, another layer of awakening, um, for some certain realizations and growth that have been needing to happen in your life, and that's led you on this period of discovery, ideas, light bulbs, learning, reading up on this stuff. That's all great, but don't forget the answers are within. Nothing's external, but it does help us. And you're trying to free yourself from this illusion of being stuck. You're not stuck. You're not chained. You're not chained. Sorry. You're not tied up. You are free, but you are pondering your next steps. And yeah, just listen to your heart, tap into your emotions, to the watery flow and to the divine light that's coming through. You are this Queen of Cups, whatever gender you are. The feminine energy has been lighting you up at this time. I just heard really coming in strong to ground you, to give you strength, to open your heart, to nourish you, and which resonates with the Stargate heart. So the reason I was going into that is you've been going through some hard times and readjustments lately, but that set you on this path. Um, but the path is not towards what you necessarily thought it was always heading towards. Like, I feel like you've already reached this Emerald City and you've met the wizard, and you obviously metaphorically, and you realize that it wasn't the thing that you thought it was going to be. And there's a grieving process in that, but there's a lot of powerful discoveries and realizations too, that we are the magic. The magic isn't in whatever dream you're reaching towards or striving for initially. The dream isn't in the career, in the riches, and in anything. It's in you, and it's in what you bring to this world and what you can create. So Stargate heart, like, open your heart, surrender to the healing. Maybe it's significant. I'm wearing green as well. So it's like a lot of heart opening green. Also earth energy, like wear green, eat green, connect to the green of the earth, cleanse and nourish yourself as you're going through this transformative period of endings and new beginnings. Open up to the wisdom within and above you. And like I said, there's so many cards here, not just about angels being around you and light frequencies coming in, but about light immersions and shifting and transformations. Look at all these codes coming in, all these light codes. And here we have it as well. This card snuck up on me, the Merkaba Ascension. Light codes coming in, Rainbow Ascension Bridge. And Transcendence Ascension. You are rising up. You are this rainbow light, come to heal the world. And earlier on, I was getting something really strongly about community, about connecting with community. And I'm just going to read it. Back to the wizard card, it was also talking in the book about Gandalf and the Lord of the Rings, and the relationship that Frodo has with Gandalf, like Merlin and King Arthur. It's a clear example of the modern rapport between student and master, student and teacher and mentor, child and wise elder. one of the main lessons that Frodo learns is the true spiritual power is not within the one ring, but within the ring of fellowship, one circle of friends, loved ones, companions up the path of life. Thus, the Lord of the Rings speaks of the higher meaning of group consciousness and the beauty of community life in what could be a new age on the horizon for humanity. And like I said, I really feel like you're doing your part in that now. You're shifting so much. You're bringing the light in. There's this rainbow light here too. And yeah, keep it up. You're doing great work, and never beat yourself up for not being where you think you're meant to be, because you're exactly where you're meant to be, and that's a strong message for you at this time. Also, this could be acknowledgement of a spiritual teacher on the horizon for you at this time, a mentor. You can call them in now. If there's anything you're wishing to learn or some particular area of study that you'd like some guidance on, you can call them in. What's inspiring you? Is there a new field to explore? I did get that you were going in a certain different direction, studying, getting new ideas, and yeah, looking in the realms of music, art, literature, philosophy, religion, history, connecting the dots between these things and anything that resonates with you, and building a bridge between the child within that seeks answers, and the higher self that continually offers jewels of enlightenment through dreams, visions, promptings, and intuitive flashes. There's a note of steering clear for of controlling others for your own purposes, whether it's conscious or not. Like the wandering in Lord of the Rings, it's about man, greed, power, control, not even necessarily initially egotistically or for self gain, but it can become that. It's like anything we can love, and then it can become an obsession if we don't monitor ourselves and have balance in all aspects of our lives. So tap into your heart and your heart center and see that you really are connected, like in a fellowship, but through your community of like-minded souls. And you are the true ring of power in this world. Your light is the power in this world. And I feel like with all the light, another light card, sword of light, cutting cords between things of the past that have been holding you back for too long now is also the sword in this card. So really cutting ties with those things. I'm hearing for some of you that might be with family members or things that people have said, beliefs that they hold that are projected onto you that don't resonate with you. It's okay to release things that aren't in alignment in the best way for you, and to not feel guilty about that. You've done your part. You're doing your part, just in your existence. And Akashic Stargate aligned with purpose, crossroads. Um, there's multiple options and decisions here in this card, but know that whatever path you take, there is no wrong path. Everything leads you into a higher destiny, into a higher purpose. So again, so much light activation, so much transforming for you, so much light coming in, multiple cards of support of ancestors, angelic beings, and ultimately we have this beautiful card to finish on, which is abundance. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. So your dream life is everything you wish to bring into this world. You are the power, the magic, the co-creator with the divine on that. Like, don't underestimate yourself. Just look at all the beauty in this card and just call in everything you wish to bring in now. And really, I am getting connected with your heart space, connecting with your inner child, softening and just breathing into what it is you wish to create. And just before I go, I'm going to briefly talk about when I was out on my walk, I came back to my car and I saw a dead wasp on the back of my boot. And it was, I mean, I didn't know if it was alive to start with. And I was looking at this symbolism of that. And a wasp is obviously action, taking action, steps towards where you want to be. And but it had died. So apparently it is a powerful confirmation of the end of a tough cycle. And I feel that that's relevant for you because it has just happened. So you're coming to the end of this tough cycle, this tower moment that's been going on. And really, like, everything can be reframed the way we wish to look at it. Look at this light here. There's light coming through. The light pierces us in the darkness. The magic gets through in the darkness. And there's so much light and love and support for you in the unseen realms and in the seen realms if you wish for it to be there. Another card here, sorry, just poking through the crossroads and the path of life and all these options you have. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. You can pick the path that's right for you and just trust that whichever road you go down, you'll be exactly where you're meant to be. And take heart. Yes, that last cycle, the wasp, that fight, that sting, that bitterness, that's over now. So rest, take off the armor, and know that you are divinely guided, divinely supported. And yeah, reach out to me if you need any support, one-to-one help, shamanic healing. I'd love to connect with you and go deeper into what's coming up for you at this time. And thank you for being here with me. I apologize for this lioness hair, but yeah, it's really cold and windy out there, so it just goes. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and God bless.